everyone and happy Easter. I'm Lauren and I'm so pumped for what we're about to do together. And before I get started, there's one thing you need to know. Everything we're doing today in my video is for everybody in your family. So if you're a teenager, this is for you, Ignite Youth. If you're in college and you are in your 20s, this is for you. Also, if you're a young kid, get ready because we're about to have some serious fun and we need you to lead the way. Adults, buckle up. This Easter, we are going to do things like you have never done them before at FPC. No matter who you are, we want you to know that Easter is for you too. The only way to not have fun is to not participate. So look around, make sure no one's missing, no one's up in their room, no one's being antisocial. If you need to, hit the pause button on this video and go get them and get the whole family together so we can have a fun morning together. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it.
Easter, a time for fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies. And then there are the weird parts of Easter, like fake grass, plastic eggs, these things, chocolate bunnies, and people dressed as bunnies, which is interesting. But what does all this stuff have to do with Easter? And if this holiday is about more than candy and wearing uncomfortable clothes to church and lunch with your relatives, what makes Easter happy?
Okay, hear me out. There are only two kinds of people in this world at this time of year. People who love Peeps and people like me, maybe I'm slightly biased because I eat Peeps in England, but who just don't get it. How do you eat something so cute and grainy? I just don't like Peeps. Let's see how your family feels. Give each other a thumbs up if you love Peeps or a thumbs down if you don't. See where everyone's at. Where everyone's at in the family with how they like Peeps or not. And there are a lot of different options out there. No matter how you feel about Peeps, you're going to love this game I've got for you and your family to do next. Your family is going to have a face-off in the greatest Peeps jousting competition of all time. I'm going to explain how it works and then I'll tell you when to start. First, divide your family into 2 teams. Even if there's just the 2 of you, you're in a team against each other. Now you need to take 2 Peeps and assign them to a team. If you don't have any Peeps, no worries, you can get big marshmallows or something of the equivalent, that would also work. You'll have Team A, who gets Peep A, and Team B, they get to Peep B. You can come up with cooler names like Lord Sugarcoat or Sir Sprinkles or whatever. You get the idea. You can name your teams if you don't like Peep A and Peep B. You can also use a marker or a Sharpie to decorate your Peeps, because why not? It's Easter. Let's have some fun. If you'd like to draw little moustaches on your Peeps, give them a personality, go for it. It's all fun and games. Next, you need to prepare your Peeps for battle. So you need to stick a toothpick in each Peep to prepare them for battle. Think of the toothpick as a joust, or a lightsaber, or a sword. It just depends on how serious your family is about to take this competition. Make sure the toothpick is facing forward towards the other Peep. Place the 2 combatants on a microwavable plate. No social distancing necessary. You want the Peeps to be close together and facing one another. Finally, time for the big event. Gather around and put the plate in the microwave, setting the timer for 45 seconds. You won't let it run that long. In fact, don't let it run that long. Then, press start. Watch at a safe distance until the Peeps drop their toothpick sabers or swords and one touches the other. The toothpick that touches the other Peep first wins. Super simple game. As soon as this happens, you're going to want to stop the microwave. Trust me, stop microwave. Don't let those Peeps keep cooking. And see who the winner is. So just to clarify again the game, you're going to watch in the microwaves as your marshmallow, your Peeps, starts to melt. As they start to melt, the toothpicks you've put into your Peeps will start to bend towards each other, and which one hits the other one first will be the winner. Super easy game for our first one. So it's time to settle this thing. Don't forget to snap a pic of that photo finish of who in your family won the Peep challenge. You can press pause on this video for now and I will wait here and go have some fun, and I've got another game for you next. How did it go? Who won? I would love to see some pictures. If you could send them to me, if you do not have social media, or if you do have social media, if you could post them with the hashtag FPC Family Easter Experience, so that we can all enjoy the fun pictures of you all playing that game. And for any pictures you take during our family Easter experience this morning, if you could post them on social with that hashtag, or if you could send them to me, and with your permission, if I can post them on my socials for the church, that would be amazing. I would love to see all the fun all our families are getting up to this Easter morning. So, who is ready for another game? For this one, you'll need a laundry basket and some socks. The more socks, the better. They don't need to be clean socks. They can be any type of socks you find around the house. You just need to get some pairs, as long as they match. That's all I need. If you need to, go grab those things now. You can press pause on the video and I'll explain the rest in just a moment. Okay, you got your basket and your socks? Great. Now choose 2 people to play. You'll also need 2 people to be scorekeepers, or if you don't have that many people, 1 person to be a scorekeeper, or to keep scores amongst yourselves. To get started, dump all the socks on one side of the room. And don't worry, those socks will make their way back to the basket real soon. Then place the basket on the other side of the room. When I say go, players will grab a sock, go through the pile to find the matching one, roll the socks together into the shape of a ball, or like an Easter egg, and then toss them across the room into the laundry basket. So you're going to find 1 sock in your pile, rummage through to try and find its pair, which may be easier said than done, depending on how many socks you've got. You're then going to bunch them together in a nice ball, like so. And then you are going to aim and throw into the laundry basket. The player with the most sock eggs in the basket at the end of the timer wins. If you don't have a scorekeeper to help keep count, you'll have to keep that number in your head on your own. That means everybody's on the honour system, right? Parents, no cheating. Okay, if needed, press pause now to get everything and everyone in position for the game, and I will wait right here. Okay, if everyone's ready, I'm going to put a 60-second timer on the clock that is going to be coming up on the video. So let the fun begin and let the Easter egg throwdown happen in 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, families, come back over here. Who won? That was kind of wild. I'm sure I can't even imagine the fun and chaos that was going on in your houses for those who played that game. Whoever won wins socks. Just kidding. Adults, make sure whoever won the challenge gets a special treat today. Even yourself, if you were the winner, give yourself a special treat. Maybe one of those things could be a peep from the earlier game. Who knows? Or maybe not. I hope you're having fun so far. We are celebrating today because it's Easter. If you don't know the whole story of Easter, that's okay. Today we'll talk about what makes today, maybe more than any other day, a happy day. But before we get there, I know you have a lot of family and friends who would love to hear from you, especially since many of you may not have physically seen people in your family or your friends for a few weeks now. And we're going to make that happen. You have a few options. You can pause this video and pick one of the challenges on the screen to wish your peeps a happy Easter. So if you look at the next screen coming up, I have a few ways that you can wish people a happy Easter today. I'm sure whoever you wished a happy Easter to appreciated hearing from you. And if you went out and shouted it to your neighbours, I really wish I'd seen that. I'm sure that was a lot of fun. Even though we're celebrating a little differently than we have before, that's okay. Easter is still happy. And that's not just because of peoples or Easter baskets or chocolate bunnies, although those things are awesome. It's still happy because of what happened thousands of years ago at the first Easter. It's the world's most powerful story, and yet it's so simple. So simple that it can be told with laundry, like we just did. If you settle in next, you're going to watch a video of the Easter story, and then I will see you right after. Enjoy.
In the beginning, God created everything. He formed people in His very own image. But then, we turned away from God. Sin entered the world, like a dark stain. Still, God loved us so deeply that He made a plan to rescue us. At just the right moment, God sent His very own Son, Jesus, to live among us. Jesus healed hearts, and minds, and bodies. Thousands gathered to hear Him teach. Instead of giving lots of new rules, Jesus turned things upside down by making it simple. Love God, love others. After 3 years of traveling and teaching, Jesus and His disciples entered Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Huge crowds gathered to welcome Him. But while the crowds cheered for Jesus, the religious leaders made plans to arrest Him. He was turning their world upside down, and they wanted Him gone. As Jesus celebrated the Passover meal with His friends, He told them that He would be leaving, but would return. His friends didn't understand. That night, one of Jesus' followers, Judas, led soldiers to arrest Him. The religious leaders gave Jesus a fake trial and then sent Him to Pilate, the Roman governor, who could have Him killed. Pilate found Jesus had broken no law and tried to release Him. But a mob called for Jesus to be killed. Pilate gave in and handed Jesus over to the Roman soldiers. Jesus was forced to carry the heavy beams of His own wooden cross. On a hill called Golgotha, the soldiers nailed Jesus' hands and feet to the rough wood. The soldiers and people who passed by laughed and mocked Him. But from the cross, Jesus asked God to forgive them. Finally, Jesus called out, "It is finished," Then he died. The earth shook. Rocks split open. Even the soldiers cried, "Surely he was the Son of God." One of Jesus' followers took his body and placed it in a tomb cut from the rock. A huge stone blocked the entrance. Jesus' friends were devastated. They had believed that Jesus was the one God promised, the one who would rescue them, but now he was gone. Their whole world had turned upside down. Jesus' friends stayed hidden in fear for 3 days. But early Sunday morning, Mary Magdalene, a close friend of Jesus, hurried to the tomb. She planned to anoint Jesus' body with special spices. As Mary neared the tomb, she saw the stone had been rolled away. The tomb was empty. Mary turned to see a man standing near. She didn't recognize him until he said, "Mary." It was Jesus, alive. Jesus told her, "Do not hold on to me. I have not yet ascended to the Father. Instead, go to those who believe in me." Jesus, God's Son, became like us to lay down his life. Through God's power, he defeated death for all of us, and sin was washed away. One day, he's promised to return, so we can live with him forever.
Well, you know what? I hear that story every Easter, and it always amazes me. I mean, God sent Jesus to the world to remind me that he is greater than anything that can go wrong in my world. The simple fact that Jesus came back to life is proof to me that I can face anything bad that happens. I like to think about it in this way. I can because Jesus is alive. I can keep loving because Jesus is alive. I can be brave because Jesus is alive. I can have hope because Jesus is alive. Here's an idea. Take a few minutes and add to this list of things you can do because Jesus is alive. Answer this question as a family. How would you fill in the blank, I can, blank, because Jesus is alive? Pause the video while you discuss, and when you're finished, meet me back here. Awesome. I love conversations like these because remembering what God has done in the past helps me to trust him with what's going on in my life right now. And I'm sure many of you have got a lot of worries and anxieties and concerns in your own lives right now. And I hope that that is true for you too, that you can trust God because of what he's done in the past. And I hope you spend the rest of the day making happy memories with your family. To get you started with that, here's one last challenge. For this one, you'll need to decide who is the technology genius in your house, whether it's mum, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, whether it's our Ignite youth, or even our Kingdom kids. Who's the best at technology? Pick out that person. Awesome. As soon as this video is over, I want you to go outside and take a family Easter photo. Maybe this is something you always do or you've never done it before. It doesn't matter. That's what we're going to do together this morning. You can be dressed up or in your PJs. It can be a total normal smiling picture or a silly one with all those filters on Snapchat that turn your face into bunnies and give you big mouths. No matter how you take it, take a family photo and make it awesome. And then you can send me the photo via email, or you can put it on your own social medias with our hashtag this morning, hashtag FPC Family Easter Experience. So we can all enjoy seeing our families this morning enjoying Easter together. Maybe now more than ever, this is the time to celebrate and remember God's faithfulness and the hope he gives us in Jesus. After all, that's what makes Easter so happy. Stay tuned next for a great song called Happy Day that you can end our family Easter experience with your family. It's a great upbeat song that reminds us how today is such a happy day because Jesus is alive. I hope you've enjoyed our family Easter experience together, and I look forward to a day when all this is over and we can meet physically once again. But for now, keep safe, enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday, and I hope to see you guys in the not too distant future.
The greatest day in history, death is beating, you have rescued me. Sing it out, Jesus is alive. The empty cross, the empty grave, life eternal, you have won the day. Shout it out, Jesus is alive. He's alive. Oh, happy day, happy day. You wash my sin away. Oh, happy day, happy day. I'll never be the same. Forever I'm changed. I'll never be the same. When I stand in that place, realize meeting face to face, I am yours, Jesus, you are mine. In this joy, perfect peace, earthly pain finally will cease. Celebrate, Jesus is alive.